If you're fasting every day but still stuck on a fat loss plateau or feeling drained, it's not because fasting doesn't work. The real reason? You're not giving your hormones enough time to reset. Today, I'll explain why 17 hours is the sweet spot to flip the hormonal switches that unlock fat burning, boost energy, and improve your hormone balance without starving or feeling deprived. Stick around to learn how this simple timing tweak can transform your body and mind, and why so many people see the results only after hitting that 17-hour mark consistently. So, why 17 hours? It's not a magic number, but it is a sweet spot where the real benefits start stacking up. Most people stop eating at night and fast for maybe 10 to 12 hours without even trying. But at around hour 14 to 16, your body begins making a critical metabolic shift. By hour 17, you're deep into fat burning mode, not just because you haven't eaten, but because your insulin levels have dropped enough to let stored fat be used as fuel. That's the key. You're not starving, you're finally giving your body a chance to access the fat it's been holding on to. And it's not just about weight loss. That 17-hour window also triggers cellular cleanup processes like autophagy, which clears out old damaged cells and supports hormonal balance, energy levels, and even your brain function. So it's long enough to activate real benefits, but short enough to fit into a normal lifestyle. If you've tried 12 to 14-hour fast and felt like nothing's happening, 17 might be where the switch finally flips. When you hit the 17-hour mark, your body is no longer relying on stored sugar for fuel. It's pulling energy from stored fat, and that's when the real fat burning begins. But here's what makes this even better. At this point in the fast, your body also starts increasing human growth hormone, or HGH. So why does that matter? Because HGH helps protect your lean muscle while you burn fat. It tells your body we're in a repair phase, not a breakdown phase. So unlike crash dieting where you lose both fat and muscle, fasting at this level preserves muscle while accelerating fat loss. And the fat your body uses at this stage is often the deep visceral fat that surrounds your organs, the kind that's most connected to insulin resistance and inflammation. That's why people notice a difference not only on the scale, but in their waistline, their energy, and even how their clothes fit. So if you want to burn fat without killing your metabolism or losing muscle, 17 hours is where that shift starts happening naturally. Here's what most people don't realize. Fat loss isn't just about burning calories. It's about resetting the hormones that control your fat storage, hunger, and energy. At the 17-hour mark, several key hormonal shifts start to take place. First, insulin drops. And when insulin is low, your body stops storing fat and starts burning it. Second, leptin sensitivity improves. Leptin is your I'm full hormone. When your body is resistant to it, you always feel hungry, even when you've eaten enough. Fasting helps reset that signal so your body knows when to stop. Third, ghrelin. Your hunger hormone starts to stabilize. The longer you fast, the more your body learns to control ghrelin, so you're not fighting cravings all day. And remember that growth hormone spike we mentioned earlier? It doesn't just preserve muscle, it also supports fat loss and cellular repair. These hormonal changes create a kind of internal reset that makes it easier to burn fat, reduce cravings, and feel more balanced overall without relying on willpower alone. That's why people who stick to a 17-hour fast consistently say they feel more in control of their body and appetite, not less. If your gut just isn't healing, sometimes a reset helps. I put together a simple 7-day carnivore gut reset. It's exactly what worked for me. No hype, just results. The link's in the description if you want to check it out. Here's the next step, and if you miss this, you're making the same mistake I see every day. Let's be real. Jumping straight into a 17-hour fast can feel tough if you're not used to it. But here's the good news. You don't have to be perfect on day one. Start by tightening your eating window gradually. If you're used to eating over 14 hours a day, just try cutting that down to 12. Once that feels easy, drop it to 10, then 8, and then eventually your fast will naturally stretch to that 17-hour mark. A simple method is an early dinner, late breakfast. Eat dinner at around 6 to 7 p.m. and don't eat again until 11 or 12 the next day. That alone gets you close, and you're sleeping through most of the fast. Now, during the fasting window, you can still drink water, black coffee, green tea. And some people benefit from electrolytes or a pinch of salt to stay sharp and avoid that sluggish crash. The point is, this is flexible. You're building a rhythm that supports your goals without wrecking your energy or your schedule. Give your body a few days to adjust, and most people are shocked at how much easier it gets and how much better they feel. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: consistency beats perfection. You don't have to hit exactly 17 hours every single day. You don't have to fast like a monk or turn this into some rigid obsession. What matters more than perfection is the pattern. If you're hitting 17 hours for 4 to 5 days a week, you're creating a powerful metabolic rhythm. That rhythm is what trains your body to burn fat efficiently, to balance hormones more smoothly, and to reduce inflammation over time. If you slip up one day, eat earlier, or go over your window, don't stress it. Your body doesn't reset to zero. Just pick it up again the next day and keep going. This isn't a diet, it's a long-term tool. And the people who see real, lasting results are the ones who use it consistently, even if it's not always perfect. So don't chase perfection, chase momentum. So what happens after 30 days of sticking with 17-hour fast? Based on both research and what real people report, here's what you can expect. First, reduce belly fat. Not just the surface fat, but the deeper visceral fat that's tied to insulin resistance and chronic inflammation. Studies show intermittent fasting can lead to a measurable drop in waistline circumference, even without changing what you eat. Second, more stable energy throughout the day. No more crashing after meals or feeling foggy by mid-afternoon. Once your body adapts, it runs cleaner and more efficiently, almost like switching from a sugar engine to a fat-burning one. Third, less bloating and better digestion. With longer breaks between meals, your gut has time to reset and repair, and that often means fewer digestive issues and less inflammation. Fourth, sharper focus and improved mood. Those ketones your body produces during fasting, they're like rocket fuel for your brain. Many people report feeling more mentally clear, more emotionally stable, and less reactive. And lastly, a healthier relationship with food. You're no longer eating out of boredom, emotion, or habit. You start eating with intention, and that changes everything. These are the types of benefits that keep people coming back, not because it's a trend, but because it works. You've just learned how hitting that 17-hour fasting mark triggers powerful hormonal resets that not only accelerate fat loss, but protect your muscle and sharpen your focus. This isn't about starving yourself, it's about working with your body's natural rhythms to balance hormones and improve gut health. If you want a clear, easy-to-follow plan to support your fasting routine and heal your gut, download my free guide, 7-Day Carnivore Gut Reset. The link's in the description. And if this video helped, subscribe to the channel. We've got more no-fluff videos coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.